What is going on, everybody? We got some new Valorant updates, a brand new bundle, and some new lore which I will be going through in this video. Starting off with the updates, we have agent changes coming with KO receiving a pretty nice buff, while Vyse and Yoru are hit with some nerfs. When KO's flashes bounce off an object such as a wall now, it will start a 0.8 second windup timer and then the flash will pop. And when this new windup is triggered, it does also give off a sound cue. This only applies when KO's flash is bounced off an object. If you throw the KO flash in the air without having it hit anything, it will pop in the normal 1.6 seconds. But if it hits an object within that time range, then it starts a secondary timer of 0.8 seconds. So for example, if you hit the flash off the wall or the ground, the 0.8 second timer will trigger and the flash will pop sooner, which is pretty helpful for pop flashing corners and swinging out of common angles. There's also a minimap icon that's been added which basically shows the flash and its trajectory, which is only visible to your teammates. The right-click flash also received a buff where the duration of the flash is now longer from the 1.25 seconds to the new 1.5 seconds. It's not that big of a change, but even minor changes like this can sometimes change the outcome of plays. And lastly, for KO, his voice line where he yells flashing after throwing a flash has been increased in range so your teammates can hear it if they are farther away. This is to help coordinate flashes and help your team know when flashes are coming in apparently. But I mean, if you're playing KO and flashing near your teammates, then you should be calling out your flashes regardless, but I guess the voice line does help with another layer of communication. And another big change is that it now takes 1.5 seconds to resurrect KO in his null command, which is half of what it used to be at 3 seconds. Next up we have Vyse, who received a pretty solid nerf in my opinion. If you haven't played Vyse or played against the agent much, then it may not seem like a huge change, but these are actually pretty significant for the Sentinel. Her Razor Vine ability, which is the vines that come from the ground and cause damage if you move through them, has had their duration reduced from 10 seconds to 7 seconds. And her Shear ability, which is the wall that is triggered when you cross it, has been reduced from 8 seconds down to 6 seconds. This shorter wall duration just means that if you're playing Vyse and you catch someone crossing, you gotta kill them a lot quicker now because 6 seconds isn't that long considering you may have to expose yourself, take the fight, and then run back to safety before the rest of the team comes in. And the last nerf that we have is with Yoru with his fake out ability or clone ability raising in price from 100 credits to 200 credits. Moving on from the agent updates, we also have a brand new bundle titled Bolt, which is coming out April 2nd. It will have skins for the Phantom, Spectre, Frenzy, Outlaw, and a knife. This new bundle's price should also be within the range of 8,500. It is a premium skin bundle, and if I'm being honest, a lot of the animations that I saw with like the reload, inspect, and the knife animation are quite unoriginal and sort of repetitive. I might just buy the bundle and give you guys an honest review of it from like the position of someone actually having spent money on it. Let me know if you guys are interested in a video like that. And last but not least, we have some lore updates with the newest agent Waylay and Sky. We have a new voicemail from Waylay to Brimstone. I'll play it first and then break it down.
No, you still gotta cover her, Phoenix. Go run it again. Oh, hey, Brim. Just wrapping up training now. Well, T was right. You've got a whole bunch of talented folks here who can move and shoot like pros. Great on their own, but rusty as anything as a unit. But that's where I come in, right? Yeah. Okay. Just give me the time you promised, and I'll get you a team ready for war.
Alright, so nothing crazy happening here. It looks like Waylay is using her fighting experience to help some of the duelists coordinate together, as she mentions that on their own, they are very skilled, but when fighting together, they have a lot of room to improve. Sounds a lot like my comp games, but anyways. At the very end, she does mention that she is preparing them for war. Now, war is a big word. It's not just your everyday fight or usual encounter with the agents from Omega Earth. So clearly, Waylay knows that something big is coming, and I'm sure Brimstone does too. It looks like Riot is starting to align the lore updates and build this into a climax where a massive war breaks out between Alpha and Omega Earth, which is going to be insane to see. But I also wonder if Riot might just be building up to a potential show in the future. Now, we have no evidence or leak of this. I'm just kind of praying here on my own that we do get a Valorant show, which would be insanely good. I even made a cool little trailer compiling all of the lore stories from Valorant, which I think you guys would like, so make sure to check that out. And last but not least, for this patch's lore update, we have Sky with a response email titled Threat Identification, and it reads, "I am telling you it's Atlas. Their gear's all upgraded, but watch the footage. Same squad maneuvers as Western Gats. Harbor, Astra, you were there too. Take a look. Once you spot it, it's obvious." What I want to know now is, what the hell is Omega's defensive force doing here in Alpha? Just for context, there was also another response to the same email chain back in patch 10.02 by Clove, where they basically wanted to make sure that whatever threat that is being identified is not Valorant Legion. They also mentioned having this threat not be the Scions because at that time, Vyse had just kind of cooled off where she wasn't freaking out anymore like initially, so Clove thinks that if the Scions were to return, Vyse might go off on another rampage when she just calmed down. With this new patch, Sky believes that it's definitely Atlas who they have detected, which is pretty strange because they do serve as security on Omega Earth for Valorant's Legion and Kingdom Industries. But it is important to note that Atlas is not directly connected with them. They only cooperate with them here and there for various tasks. And Sky is right, what are these guys doing here on Alpha Earth? These are the guys who monitor interdimensional travel on Omega Earth and teach its citizens on how to identify Alpha Earth intruders. So it's pretty odd that they are the ones now who are quote unquote illegally traveling over to Alpha Earth. And it looks like as per usual, we will have to wait and see as the lore story continues to progress. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future Valorant lore and update videos. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below on the new agent changes, the bold skin bundle, or the new lore, and as always, thanks for watching.